Hello and welcome back. We are going to be doing my Deftones Nails for the concert. Now, by this time I have already gone to the concert. They came maybe like over a week ago. And if you didn't know, they are one of my favorite bands. And this was probably not even freaking exaggerating, like my 23rd time seeing them, and I don't give a fuck. I'm going to see them every time they come into town or anywhere like near San Antonio, but they honestly love Texas. Like, they always have a limited edition Texas merch whenever they come, so they love it here, and they're gonna come until, I don't know, they're 70, I hope, but I'm gonna be there. So right now we're just taking off my old set. I at first was gonna do like a refill, but then I decided I just wanted a whole new set for this specific concert. So I ended up taking everything off, and then I trimmed them down. And right now I'm kind of like debulking, taking off the majority of the tip. Now, this is for me and myself. If I had a client, I would soak off if I need to, but I'm pretty good at being able to remove everything I need with just an e-file. And now I'm going to do my cuticle prep work. This is the flame bit that I'm using to get underneath the, where it builds up. You know, I have all the buildup underneath the cuticle, the eponychium, if you will. Is that how you pronounce it? I think so, right? Anyways, so I'm doing that, obviously reversed and then the other way so that you can get both sides. So I'm doing all of them towards the left side of the cuticle right now. And all of my bits that I use for cuticle prep are from Erica's ATA. I actually did her high-end cuticle class a few years ago, so that's all that I use. And now I'm flipping it to the other side and doing it towards the right side. So I do all of the left on each finger and then all of the right on each finger, because you're obviously switching gears on your e-file. And if you're like me and use cuticle bits on every single one of your clients, it is highly recommended to replace them every 4 to 5 months, which it's about time for me to do mine as well. So about to drop $100 on some little cuticle bits, but it is so worth it. And I have a set of bits for each client. I do 4 clients a day, so I have 4 sets and then a separate one for myself. Now we're just taking off all of that extra debris. I like to brush up towards where I just took everything off so that it also raises the flap of the cuticle. Like, it raises it for you so it's a little easier to get in. Now, like right now I'm using a ball bit, or I could have used the cuticle nippers, but they weren't too bad, so I can do everything I need to do with this ball bit. And these are also from Erica's ATA. I love these little ball bits. They get all of those little extra pieces, like that little one right there, and it just smooths everything out. And a lot of my clients, whenever I get to that part, they always say it feels like they're getting like a little massage. And don't worry, I will list everything that I'm using in the caption. But look, good to go. So now we're gonna size up, get all of my tips ready. These tips that I used were the Apres Sanrio collab that they did. These were like the Kuromi, I forget what they're called, but it was the Kuromi box that came with like the cute little light that they had. And now I'm just priming my nails. My favorite primer is the Luxa Prime. Now we're ready to apply the tips. I am using the soft gel nail extension gel. It came with that application brush, and I really like that one. I was testing it out, which I've been using it majority on myself and some clients, and I really like it. I like the consistency. It's held up really well on everybody. And thank goodness everybody came out with these cute little lamps, because it was hard trying to do your own nails and trying to stick them in like the big regular lamp. But this is just a small little portable one I got at my local nail store here in town. And after all of that was done, I ended up just going over with the sanding bit over the entire nail just to, you know, buff it out. All right, now it's time for the good stuff. So I ended up using this new color I received in my PR package from Sweetie Nail Supply. This is a new brand that just came to their website not that long ago. It's called Liuhwa, if I'm saying that right. But it was just this amazing red cat eye, and I knew I wanted to do red on my nails, so it was perfect. And my favorite magnets for cat eyes are these cylinder ones. Like, I don't use anything else. Now we're gonna grab my handy dandy airbrush book. And I've made all these stencils myself with my Cricut. I have some on my website. I do have a website myself if you want to check it out. And I use the Airgel Airtex airbrush system, and then the paint that I'm using is from One Air, which is an air dry paint. So anytime I do and use the One Air, I always seal it, which is what I'm doing now. And this sealing gel is my holy grail. I hope they never go out of stock because I will cry. Now I am going to put some chains. I'm using the Parts. It's a brand called Make-In, which is from Sweetie Nail Supply, but it is the Parts and Cover. I guess they're gel duo for when you're adhering stones, gems, anything like that, anything bulky, anything big. It's really good because that chain is not going to move around once I put it down and place it. And it held up really well. You use the Parts one to apply parts to the nail, like gems or whatever you're going to put. And then the Cover one is to go in and cover all of those little gaps around it, in between or whatever, so that it is super secure. And then I did the pointer, middle, and ring finger with the same red cat eye that I used earlier. And I'm glad I got this color because for a red cat eye, I would usually do a silver cat eye and then I would put like a red jelly on top, but I don't need it anymore. Now we're back with another stencil, and I always use pointy tweezers because some of these pieces are tiny and they're very delicate. You have to be very careful removing and taking it off, doing it slowly because you don't want to tear it. I believe on the website this wording comes full altogether, but you can cut them in pieces or certain parts so that you can take it off and remove it to fit the nail as you want it to go on. And then we're going to seal everything again. I don't know what happened to the next video, but I ended up painting the pinky full black, and then I added a chrome gel on top because I'm going to cover the full nail with this silver chrome. And this is Luxa's Silver Mirror Chrome. One of my favorites. I absolutely love it. And I also love this little claw spongy thing, which I got those at my local nail store recently. But look how smooth that application is. Like, you could see the reflection in the nail. And then I didn't want to leave it just solid, so I ended up doing some little polka dots that I ended up covering, so it gave it like a textured look, which I thought was really cool. And then after that's done, you wipe everything off, you're going to seal it. Double seal method on chrome is chef's kiss. And then on the pointer, I knew I wanted to do some more chrome, but I decided to do like the aura effect with the airbrush. And I did use a matte top coat on that one because I'm going to do some isolated chrome using Kokoist Accessory Bond in black. I don't know if y'all remember when that came out, it was sold out like numerous times on their website. And I can see why. I really like this one. I like the consistency. I like that it's kind of thick, but not like extremely thick. So I just ended up doing a border around the whole nail. And then we're going back in with the Luxa Silver Chrome. And look how effortless that is. I recently posted a video about isolated chrome, like what was your favorite part? Was it putting on the chrome or whenever you remove all of the excess to see the results? And mine is definitely when you wipe it off to see how it looks. And it's looking like we're almost done. So I'm using the, which one did I use? Oh, I used the Kokoist No Wipe Top Coat for this one. I like that one. It's a little bit of on the thicker side of a top coat. And I wanted a thicker one for this set since we did a lot of layering, like with the airbrush and chrome. And then I seal everything. So I wanted it that like even thick where you kind of apply it and it levels itself out. I wanted that type of top coat, which you can see here. I kind of like dab it and then just let it flow down the middle and it'll even itself out. My other favorite top coat is the Luxa Shine because it is stain resistant. So if you have hairstylists or anyone who has colored dyed hair, get that one. And I'll list everything in the caption for you. But are you ready? They came out so amazing. I love them so much. And thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, you're in for a treat.